Good morning, I'm Kirti Gosai. Well, matchmaking has been a practice since time immemorial. And recently, the show Indian Matchmaking has been trending on the internet and on social media. The TV series shows matchmaker Sima Taparia guiding clients in the US and India in an arranged marriage process, offering an inside look at the customs in a modern era. Well, joining us today, we have with us Aparna, who was one of the participants at the reality TV show. Aparna, welcome to NDTV. We would like to know, is matchmaking really effective and an efficient process?
I definitely think matchmaking is useful. I mean, I signed up for it to use it as another opportunity to meet someone. And so I can meet someone through a friend, I can meet someone at a party, or I can, hold on one moment, or I can meet someone through matchmaking. For me, it was another avenue, and it doesn't have to be the one that works, but it definitely has to be one that I tried.
Right, and since you have been through this entire process, what is the advice that you would give someone who is trying a similar matchmaking process?
I would say for them to be very clear about what they want beforehand. So maybe sit down by themselves, make a list of someone who's really compatible for their life, and then really communicate that to their matchmaker. I always tell people your matchmaker is also someone you're starting a relationship with. So you're not only dating the men that she's bringing to you, you're dating her in a way. You know, you have to learn to communicate with her. You have to learn, or him, maybe your matchmaker is a man, but you have to learn to communicate with your matchmaker. And you might have a rocky first date. I mean, Seema, Aunty, and I had one, but it can definitely evolve as a relationship. But as long as you're very clear on what you want, it can be a successful relationship.
All right, and if there is one word you would use to describe your entire matchmaking process at the reality TV show, what would that be?
Positive. It was a very positive experience.
Aparna, we as a generation are known for lacking patience. We are a generation that is known for instant gratification. So how do you think our generation sinks in with the entire matchmaking process?
I wouldn't say that we as a generation don't have patience. I think that we are definitely just more particular about choosing our life partner because we know how big of a decision that is. Like I say in the show, like you don't pick your parents, you don't pick your siblings, you don't pick your own children. The only person in your family that you're ever going to select for yourself is going to be your spouse. And so I think we understand this generation what a big moment that is in our life, that we are picking the only family member that we will ever have the choice to pick. And for me, I wanted to make sure I made the right choice. And so I think that using matchmaking gives you more opportunities to meet people. And if you're very certain on, you know, all the things that you want, and then I think that helps the process. But I think that there is an openness that you have to take into it as well, that maybe someone is going to surprise you. So keep an open mind, but also do the hard work beforehand. And I'm not talking about the physical appearance that you want the person to have or the height or any of that. I'm saying like what really makes a good partner for you. And there's a reason we call it a partner nowadays. We don't call it a husband or a wife. It's because this person is your partner in your life, and they are your team and they are your family. And I think that's a very important thing to understand, that that's the difference with this generation, that we don't believe in just having a wife or a husband. We believe in having someone stand beside us and walk through this life with us.
That's very true. Thank you so much, Aparna, for talking to us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me today.
So that was Aparna from Indian Matchmaking. And now let's go across to NDTV's Arun Singh, who spoke to the matchmaker Sima Taparia.
It's been more than a month to the show's release and it still trends on the streaming platform. Aparna said her experience has been positive, but the matchmaker Sima Taparia has come out as a social media star. She has fan accounts on her names and memes are being made on her dialogues.
I'm trying to see all the social media as the time permits, as I'm also busy with my ongoing clients.
Well, the show also exposed how our society and our matchmaking process looks at women differently than how it looks at men. A female audience criticized Sima Taparia for asking only women to adjust or compromise in the show. So, Sima, how would you respond to that?
Compatibility, adjustment, compromise and wavelength. These are the advice for all the girls and boys. And in episode 4, I have advice to a male client also.
Okay, fair. but each one of us who watched the show enjoyed the reality of it, and many of us want a season 2. So, can we expect a season 2?
Season 2? It's a very short time. Netflix has to decide. All my viewers are also requesting for season 2.
Fans also complained that the show left them on a cliffhanger and they don't know what happened to the guy who got engaged or what are other participants up to in their life. So Netflix launched a bonus episode on their YouTube channel for all the answers. Over to you, Kirti.
Thanks, Arun. Well, with that is a wrap on this lifestyle segment. We are slipping into a short break. All the news and updates on the other side.